Here we go.
What are you putting in your body? Dead, carcass, pain, suffering, fear.
Can I have all of my vegans go into that pool of light and my non-vegans in that pool of light? First statement, taste plays a big factor in my eating choices.
Whenever I hear the statements, I kind of want to react to them before these other people react to them. Taste plays a big factor in my eating choices. Yeah, it does. So I think naturally with yeah, I'd have to say animals in general, probably taste plays a factor. And it definitely with humans that can create our own like processed foods, it does. Now, I don't think it should. If we're eating more of a healthy diet, then sure. If we could, something tells me that if I lived out in the wild and I was only eating stuff that grew, and let's say I wasn't even vegan, if I was eating stuff that grew and hunting and whatever, but never making like processed stuff like breads and different things like that. I was just eating I was just eating natural foods. They'll call it natural foods. It's probably basically impossible to get overweight. You could eat as many apples as you can fit in your body. You're not going to get overweight. You can eat as many nuts as possible. You're not going to get overweight, especially if you add the other natural elements to it, like having to crack the nuts open. If you watch like chimps will eat a lot of nuts and they'll take rocks and bash them open or whatever. The amount of time it takes to get that much food in your body, you're probably not going to like get overweight. But I think when it comes to eating processed food and eating in a world full of abundance, it might be better to not eat for taste. So for vegans, it would be not eat like Impossible Burgers and the vegan cheeses and the vegan, all the different things. That it would be better to figure out, look at the studies, keep having studies happen, and find out what the healthiest things to eat are. And let's imagine that maybe the healthiest thing to eat happens to involve meat products. So let's say just the healthiest vegan things to eat, to force yourself to eat those. I think that's probably best for us to try to ignore our taste buds in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge thing for me. I think it's one of my weaknesses, actually. Like butter, salt, it's one of my weaknesses.
I love food. And I think my relationship with food actually deepened when I became vegan. I don't think I appreciated it as much as I did before I was vegan. My name is Aubrey Davis, and I have been vegetarian for 24 years and vegan for 13 years.